What's up, everybody? Todd at 51% Crew. I'm going to change up the video a little bit tonight. Looks like the crypto world has been smashed with some FUD today. Could it have been timing, or what? Or is that what's causing the market to go down? I guess that's the real question we need to ask ourselves. And Tether. Is Tether legit? That's the big question of the day, it seems like. Well, I guess it all started earlier with this article from Bloomberg. And they released it saying that Bitfinex and Tether has been subpoenaed. And then what they go on to do is state that it was December 6th that they actually received the subpoena. So they made an edit to their article, which I don't know how to take. It's kind of shady to me. Is that just bad reporting, or did they do that on purpose, trying to manipulate the price? I guess that's, something that's up for your interpretation as, being involved in the crypto world. And I don't know how to take that. It could just possibly be bad reporting, or they found out after the fact, or what's going on. And then we have some more FUD today. The good old lovely Facebook. Facebook is banning all ads promoting cryptocurrency. There you have it. I guess, we just couldn't catch a break today in the market. But, I wanted to sit here, and I took some time today to think about, what's really going on. Is there problems with Bitfinex? Is there problems with Tether? And at this point, I've come to the conclusion that I'm not exactly going to jump to conclusions here, because I've yet to see any definitive proof that they're insolvent. And the way I see it is they've been operating like this for many years. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it is a scam. I'm not saying it isn't a scam. I'm saying I really don't know. But at this point, it's kind of one of them things where you have to give it the benefit of the doubt until you see something definitive. And don't make any irrational decisions in the market. Don't go dumping everything. And, just don't make any stupid decisions. I'm just going to hang out and watch this because, it's what you got to do. Because all we're seeing is a bunch of FUD from it. And if all these people have all these eyes on it, you think by now they would have had something, the smoking gun is, the legal term that the lawyers use, and I just haven't seen it. We've had numerous influential people, go public and say that, they seen Bitfinex's bank account, they seen Tether's bank account, all the money's there. What's that worth? That's for, you to decide, really. I don't think it carries much weight. But then again, I also look at the fact that I've never seen another exchange audited. Who does that? I've never seen Bittrex do it. I've never seen Binance audit. I've never seen any other, exchange audit. This is a private entity. So, that's their business to an extent. Some people want to argue the fact that, it's all of our business because they're, holding our money, which, I can understand. But, when you come into the real world and think about it also, I can play devil's advocate here and look at it both ways. They're a private entity. It's nobody's business. And then I could turn around and I tell myself, well, they're holding our funds. They need to produce an audit. So which one do you believe here? Basically, I seen this dip coming, so I'm surprised it's not much worse. I think the market relatively, absorbed it pretty well. We've seen 2 full down days before this. So I seen this coming when I was trading Ethereum earlier. I was watching Bitcoin, obviously, because, it kind of mirrors the price a little bit with the dips. And I seen it coming. I knew it was going to blow through 10 grand. I thought it was going to blow through 10 grand and we'd have a nice bounce. That was what I was, seeing in the market. I knew it was going to correct like this. So for all this FUD that we've been hit today, we're doing relatively well. Like right now, we're still above 10,000. I mean, crypto keeps taking these big, huge hits and getting beat up all over the place in the public and in the media. And in the light of things, we're still above $10,000. Like, I remember sitting here a couple months ago, like, man, this is going to hit $10,000 one day. And now we're like holding it strong. I mean, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tests of it now, and it's still held 10,000. So I think it's relatively not looking as bad as everybody makes it out to be. Yes, it did drop 50%, but there's a lot of concerns with people, and I don't blame them really, And there's a lot of people running around, like in the group today. They're screaming all this stuff like, oh, it's a scam, it's fraud, da 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 da. I wanted to argue with people like, listen, please leave that out of social media. Like, we really don't need that. We need a positive vibe, and I understand if you have some hardcore proof or evidence, but that's all they were doing was saying, oh, it's a scam, this and that, and it didn't show me anything to convince me. Like I said, I'm not vouching for it, saying it isn't a scam. But then again, I'm not saying I have any type of definitive proof that it is. But I have to give it the benefit of the doubt, because basically our whole trading and exchange system, is based on this, and we're in a pretty bad spot if it does go down. If Bitfinex goes down, it's going to take down Binance, it's going to take down Polynex, it's going to take down Bittrex. All of these are going to go down if Tether goes down and Bitfinex goes down. And all the volume's going to dry up, and we're just going to have a really, really, really rough time. So, if you're rooting for your investment, you better be praying that this does not happen. So that brings me to, what people are thinking. And I decided to go in and see, all right, we've known this for multiple hours now. And obviously they got served on December 6th. So we're talking a month and a half ago. And a lot of people are saying, they should stop, but it's not a cease and desist. It is a subpoena. A subpoena is, it doesn't prove anything at this point. And also, the thing with this is the way the government works, and we all know this, that this could take months, if not years. It could be an entire year before this even gets to court. The way these lawyers play their games and everything and dance around and do what they do, who knows? But it seems like it takes forever for anything to progress out of anything. So we're really not going to know anything in the immediate, short term. This is going to be months, if not years down the road, that we're going to find anything. So I decided to jump on, and I wanted to look. So I was like, well, with everybody exiting Bitfinex, I was like, what can I do to see the sentiment and how comfortable people are trading on there? So I said, I'm going to go check their cold storage wallet for Bitcoin. So right here, what you see on the screen is we have the Bitfinex cold wallet. This is where all the cold storage of all their BTC is stored. Public information, you can go right online and look it up. And I went to look, and I'm like, all right, let's see if there's been a lot of withdrawals today, because you think, if people were scared that Bitfinex was going to go down, and the sentiment was that it's going to all come crashing down, and this is a big exit scam, and blah, 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 all the stuff I've been hearing, you think these, traders would want to get their funds off of there. So I looked today, and we've had a 2,000 BTC, a 4,000, and another 2,000. So that's 8,000 Bitcoins have been withdrawn from the cold storage to obviously fund the hot wallet for withdrawals and everything today. As of now, this is normal, and there's also been two deposits today. Well, actually 3, but we'll say these 2. And so we've had 8,000 BTC withdrawn today. It sounds like a lot, but if you look back at previous days, we had 7,000 here. There's 9,000 on the 23rd and 24th. I think it kind of flipped over after midnight. Yeah, that's after midnight, but close enough. So there's 9,000 here. This day was 4,000. 1,000, 3,000. So here's 6,000. So this is all perfectly normal, like work for them doing, managing their hot and cold wallets. So I really haven't seen a big, oh, let's abandon ship from Bitfinex. So that makes me feel a little bit better that, the confidence level hasn't reached that tipping point, I guess you could say. Obviously, it's still kind of early, and this is something we need to keep our eyes on. And that'll probably be, a telling factor if we start seeing, I'd say anywhere from 10 to 15,000 BTC in a day going out of the cold wallet. That means, traders are withdrawing and getting away from Bitfinex. But as of now, this is, normal. So where does that lead us to? Let's look at GDAX. So GDAX here, let me refresh for the order books. GDAX is trading currently at 97.55. So obviously we're on Bitfinex at 99.90. So there's 100 and 200 bucks somewhere in that range. It's been the spread all day from USDT. So it's trading at a premium above the US dollar market. So that could be due to the 2% difference on what Tether is trading for. I think it's at 98 cents now. So that had a dip today down to 90 cents, and that was typical fear. So the thing is, I'm wondering how insightful this was, because if you go here and we can look at the BTC long positions, obviously they're starting to pick up now. This is showing that. No, they sold off today. This looks normal to me. What doesn't look normal to me is over the last couple weeks, look at these short positions that have built. This is huge, massive short positions. So this is over, course of days, if not weeks. And this is a pretty substantial amount of short positions to be opened up in a day. We're talking, a lot. Let's go to 1 day. So we were at roughly, let's say 8,200, and now we're at 2,400. So it's literally tripled in a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. In a week, the short positions have tripled. So I would venture to say there's some type of knowledge of this already that wasn't exactly known to the public, because these are pretty large institutional traders shorting this market. Like, this isn't just, your weekend warrior crypto guy trading a couple Bitcoins. This is some serious coin, millions and millions and millions of dollars. So this shows us over, the course of a week, it's tripled in short positions. So it's a pretty rough bear market at this point. Basically, everybody's been blowing me up today. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Honestly, I don't know. I really don't. Like, I can't say either way. But I will say what I'm doing. As of now, I'm just going to hang tight, and I'm going to let this cool off, and I'm going to sit here and basically rationally think. I'm not going to make any irrational decisions. I'm not going to dump all my stuff. I'm not going to, do anything crazy like that. So you need to keep in mind and kind of tune out the noise on social media and do what you think is right for you. If you start following all this FUD on social media, it could end up backfiring on you, because it's constant, it's just repetitive, and it's getting rather old, actually. It's just stressful to a lot of people, and when it's stressful to a lot of people, they take it out on other people. So I like been chilling the last couple of days, and I haven't even really been on much. And when I do get on, people are like literally just freaking out. I'm almost like, man, I don't even feel like dealing with this. And then they start like yelling at me, and I'm like, whoa, I haven't even said anything. I haven't even said anything to you. So why are you coming at me? Like, I don't, I'm not the one that runs the show here at Bitfinex or Tether. I'm seeing everything that you are. So what I'm saying is basically, you know, look at the chart, make rational decisions, and take the FUD for what it's worth. This very well could be a manipulation tactic. This could be a lot of things, and God forbid, it could be true. Who knows? I mean, they might be insolvent. Do I see any evidence of that? Not currently. Do I see circumstantial stuff adding up? Absolutely. But, I can't really go in and make them guilty before innocent. It's got to be innocent before proven guilty. So, that's really all I got for you. Wanted to see. Maybe talk about it in it. Where do we see this heading? This 10,000 support's been holding, and the way I see it is, we've been holding 10,000 through all this. The market's just, fudded and fudded and fudded, and bad news after bad news after bad news, and it's just getting exhausting to everybody. So it held 10,000 over that. I'm kind of surprised, but that shows that this is something that can't be stopped. Will it go down? It's possible. Don't get me wrong. You might be seeing some more corrections coming in the near future, but at the same time, we're not down and out of the fight. Like it'll eventually go back up. It always does. When that's to be determined still. But just got to ride it out and take it for what it's worth. So I guess that's really all I got for you. Sorry if I can't put my finger on it and give you some exact things, but we just don't know. And it's been a long day. I'm exhausted. Been up since 5:30 this morning. It's now 9 o'clock, and I'm just talking away here. Still sitting at the trading desk. So guess I'm gonna get this uploaded. Go get me a shower, and let's just watch and see how this plays out. And everybody, best of luck. Hopefully you don't get crushed too bad, and let's see where this goes. Don't make any irrational decisions, and calm down. I think we'll be okay. Don't worry. All right, I'll check you guys later. See ya.